I'll let Cayenne speak on what his decision is.
At the end of the day, only one could stay. And with that being said,
Yo, peace. Welcome back to 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I'm Carmelo Anthony here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Carmelo, man. The Human Do-Rag Flat. And this is a Wave Sports and Entertainment original, man. It's presented by FanDuel. We shared some glimpses of an incredible season 2 that we have in store for y'all. The front office has been working, you know what I'm saying? We picked up some key free agents, you know what I'm saying, in the offseason. But first, we have to keep things in the family. We got special guests, man. Cayenne Anthony.
Talk to him.
Kai, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to
Number one
him.
in New York.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
The T-O-N-Y, talk to New York. You know what I mean?
You're on the bottom couch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feeling, champ?
it's my second time. I've never been on the couch. Feel good, man.
It's a big moment for you, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Hold up. First of all, hold up. Let's clear it up, though. Let's clear what we've been talking about.
Yes.
Because you mentioned this off the show.
it. Because listen, I do my research, you know what I'm saying? I'm a journalist. You know what I mean? So as I'm prepping for this, I'm watching you, because you are active out here in the media world, you know what I mean? You ain't shy, you know what I mean? The mics come out, you talking. But the people that are speaking to you are saying your name all kind of crazy ways, bro. Listen, we got to get this NIL shit correct.
You gotta say it. I don't.
You don't want to say your own name?
You say it, so then I'm gonna say after you say it.
What? That's good. You gigging.
Say it.
You just want to clear it up. You want to clear it up.
Yeah.
His name is Cayenne Anthony.
Bye.
Not Kiyan, not Kiyan, not King. Not none of that.
Car.
It's Cayenne Anthony.
That's right.
His mama named him that. His daddy named him that.
Call him that.
But he wants y'all to call him Kai. So I can't speak for that.
Car.
So today, Kai.
Just Kai.
Car.
Kai, it's just Kai, baby.
It's just
you know
Kai.
what I'm saying? So Kai, today is a special moment, man. It's real life-changing situation for you, for Melo as well, you know. But before we get into all of that, Kai, we always ask people right on this couch about this 7 p.m. moment, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You've been here
Facts.
before.
Facts.
For you, give us your origin story when it comes to hooping, man. Like, when was it that switch flipped for you where it was just like, yeah, this is what I'm doing?
All right, but started hooping 6th grade. No, like 3rd grade. But I was never I was trash. I ain't gonna lie. I was trash. And then I started playing middle school with my middle school, and then my dad made a team, Black Ops. Started playing middle school with them. And then I got to high school, my freshman year. Didn't really play. And then I played AAU. I did okay. Then my sophomore year, didn't really play. I transferred to Long Island Lutheran, my new high school. And then started getting better. And then the summer of my sophomore year, going into my junior year, that was like, what is it, 7 p.m. moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them. And then my junior year was cool. We won a lot of games. Then the summer going into my senior year, that was the 7 p.m. moment. Like,
I'm here.
yeah, fact.
So hold on, let's go back. When you was with Gauchos, right? When you was with
Gauchos.
middle school and you was, and you was coming up and growing up with all the kind of top players of who's in New York today. How did you feel about that? Being that you were new to the game, new to playing basketball, you knew you was part of, I think you felt the culture of what New York basketball was at an early age. What was it that you felt like you wasn't good enough? Was it people saying that you're not good? What was it? Because it was very young for you to say that you're not good.
Nah, I just seen like everybody around me a lot stronger, a lot taller. They could dribble way better, they could shoot. And I was just like, in all those categories, I was just worse than everybody. So that's why I would say I wasn't as good as the people at that time. And then as I started getting older, I started seeing people that was better than me just fall off. Like, I don't even know where some of the people are at now.
Did that motivate you though? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, like you said,
for sure.
when they see the competition is better than them, they kind of like fall off, quit, time?
I mean, I was young, so I was just going with it. I was having fun. And then like middle school, that's when I started realizing like I really gotta put the work in if I'm trying to, be something. So that's when I started working out a lot and then separated myself really.
Looking back, hindsight now, do you feel like, I'm asking these type of questions, because I was in it with them.
Facts.
Do you feel like looking back at those moments as a kid, because remember you was very young, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Do you think looking back now, you put a lot of pressure on yourself at that young age? I'm asking that question because there's a lot of young kids that's out there today at that age that puts a lot of pressure on themselves to be very good or have to do it the right way or
Facts.
be great or, they being talked about NBA at 10, 11, 12 years old. So looking back, do you feel like you was putting a lot of pressure on yourself?
I mean, when you're in the moment, like with older people and then people talking in tournaments and stuff, obviously you want to be one of the best players. So all the people that's on my team that's the best players, when they go out, people know who they are. And I'm just there. Like, obviously it's a lot of pressure, but looking back, like I was super young. So what is there pressure for? It was really nothing.
That was a very intentional question. That's why I asked that.
Right.
Because kids need to hear that.
Yeah.
They need to hear that.
Speaking of pressure, man, you really made your name in a pressure cooker in New York. You know what I mean? That New York hoop scene, man, is serious. Like, the eyes is on you. You know what I mean? Especially when you're carrying the last name, you know what I mean? Like, you got to perform, and you did it. You know what I mean? Like, I would say, like, this summer was like the summer of Cayenne. You know what I mean? Like, you was everywhere, dropping 40 here, going crazy over here, this tournament, that tournament. Like, how did New York City influence your game? Because the way you move, it's like, this dude went to Lincoln or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why Lincoln though?
Yeah, like, because it's just like a
New York. You Brooklyn.
It's like a New York energy. I was gonna say Clinton, but our team ain't been that good that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna guess it.
I just feel like, I mean, AAU was cool, like going out and traveling, but like you said in New York, I was playing a lot outside, like going to different courts, like in different areas and all types of stuff. So that's when I feel like everybody got to come see me play outside. And when I was doing good and killing, that's when you get, New York behind you. So I feel like I did a good job of that,
I feel like you waited your turn to step up and say, I'm ready to take on being the best nigga in New York City, right? It's ladders and steps that you got to take. And we always speak about this. New York basketball culture is not, you don't just get handed the baton, right? That's why it's so hard for like New York guards to say somebody else, another guard is nice and be very hesitant to say who's the best nigga out of New York. Like, It ain't professionally. This is all high school street basketball culture, how you get your name and dawned in New York City. It may not be like that everywhere else, but here it is that.
Yeah.
So I understood that, and I spoke to him about that. This summer was the time for you to go and dawn yourself as far as being New York City, the guy at that moment, because who else is there out there? I mean, there's a lot of great, a lot of good high school kids, but to carry the torch of being like the number one player in New York is different. And I want him to understand that. So that's why it was like, okay, go ahead. Like, now you go play in Brooklyn and Coney Island and Zone 6 and Dykeman and play everywhere. He was playing and shit. I ain't like, what the fuck you playing over there for?
Yeah, them crowds and shit. Yo, the game like that, you gotta be like, hold on, we gotta go this way.
Hold up before you get there. Like, so that was, I think New York City, being able to see that from you, the culture, being outside, you being everywhere, you being a likable person, you being a likable kid. Those are the moments that people really care about in New York. So I hope you understand that and feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's great advice. You know what I mean? Is there any other kind of like intentional things that Pops came through with that was like, yo, listen, let me give you this little piece of advice, this little nugget. If we move like this, it's going to be good for your future.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Just like, wait your turn. Because everybody that's top at one point, obviously, like, you're not going to get no better. If you top, you're going to fall. So I was down and waited my turn. And he just kept telling me, like, even when I wanted it like in that moment. He would just tell me like it's coming, just wait. So patience.
You're a young man though, man. So it's just like at any point did you kind of say like, man, like did impatience creep in a little bit and you just say, man, like nah, man, like
Nah, yeah. I used to tell him like, what are you telling me that for? Like, trying. I'm going like, but I just waited and then just trusted him and trusted the process. And now it's like,
we here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we couldn't have this moment, obviously, without your mother joining us.
Fact.
Welcome, the one and only Lala Anthony. Make some noise.
Love. Welcome to the couch.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Welcome to the hook. Welcome to the hook.
good job.
Maybe. Hi.
Yes.
What's up, love? What's
Right.
going on? Welcome.
Oh, they gonna talk shit because I didn't give you a hug.
It's all good. We far away.
Let
We
me just-
far away.
See, she know media.
Yeah, she set
Right.
the tone early. Set the tone early.
Give you a hug.
I wanted to at the table a little over there.
Hello, baby daddy.
What's
How are
happening?
you?
What's happening, champ? What's going on?
Okay.
How does this feel, Mom? You know what I'm saying? Like this whole process. Now we here at the
Final.
at the crossroads. You know.
Yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of him. I always just told him, whatever he decides, I'm gonna support 100%. As a mom, you just want your kid to be happy. So wherever he decides, whatever he does, as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
And man, you on Instagram recently, you got very nostalgic. You posted a video of the evolution of Kai's game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I talk about that a little bit because, like you said, like from the beginning to now, like he said, watching him like kind of doubt himself a little bit and be
Yeah.
like, man, nah. To now where he's the confidence shows in the game. Talk about that as a parent, watching that process go from A to
Yeah,
now.
it's definitely a process. It's definitely been a process, and he still has so much more room to grow and continue to get better. But you have to, when they say trust the process, you really do. And there were times that I doubted the process because I would tell his dad, I'm like, what is going on? And I'm harder on him when it comes to basketball than his dad is. I'm way harder on him than his dad is. So there were times where Melo would just be like, it's going to happen. It's going to come. It's going to come. And I'm like, but why is it not happening now? Like, I'm not seeing the growth. I'm not seeing. And then all of a sudden, and Mel would say it all the time, it's like, it's just going to start clicking. And then it just started clicking. And now we're seeing all the hard work and the hours pay off. But he works incredibly hard. And that's something that I always say he's my inspiration because he works so hard.
Yeah. What's something about being a basketball mom that's true no matter what level your kid is playing on?
You'll fight anybody for your kid. I will fuck somebody up for my kid. I don't play no games. Cayenne is always like, Mom, you got to calm down. Like, I don't play about my kid
Right.
at all. And I think any basketball mom would feel the same way.
Refs,
Yeah.
parents, anybody can get it?
That's
I'll
a
fight
fact.
a ref. I don't care.
That's a
I don't
fact. We
care.
got kicked out of AAU game. We got kicked out of AAU game.
Yeah, we've been kicked out of games before. But I mean, obviously I don't go looking for trouble, but sometimes I feel like because of who his dad is,
Fuck.
they're just harder on him or just pick on him even more. Especially, the refs a lot of times do that, like, oh, we're going to make an example out of him. And that's what I don't like. But I know it comes with it. But yeah, I think any basketball mom would feel the same way.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So steal yourselves, moms. You know what I mean? So
She
what was...
downplaying the shit, man. She downplaying it. She downplaying the shit.
She don't think go crazy?
What? What? Text, phone. She not there. She on it.
Yeah.
Every stat, why is he moving this slow? Why is he not pushing the pace? Why
I got the
is
stream
he
up right now. I'm watching this shit right
tell
now.
the
I mean,
coach
I
take
really
him out?
do
Like,
understand
word.
basketball.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I play basketball as well.
Mhm.
I've watched his
Come
dad.
on, come on, man.
Cayenne, you're not going to say nothing?
Come on,
When you
Shaq.
play basketball?
Come on,
Nah, I'm not
Shaq.
even trying to play. I'm serious.
She hoop?
Cayenne.
She hoop in school?
Let's not
Cayenne.
go with that.
Why y'all looking at me?
Oh yeah,
What?
Piscataway. She was on
Oh,
the
okay. I play
Piscataway.
basketball.
Shout out to Piscataway. Okay.
I played basketball, and I've been watching his game for so long, so I just have a real understanding. I'm not one of those people that's just watching. Like, I know exactly
Right.
what's going on.
You
and
on it? I would say you're very
Facts.
in tune into like the game and the details of the game and like what it takes to be prepared for the game. Like,
Yes.
I'll definitely would say that about you.
Yeah, so I'm always giving my commentary.
X's and O's mom.
Yes,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Not just
for sure.
saying rah,
I was
rah,
telling
rah.
him stuff yesterday. We were at a scrimmage game, and I had a whole thing for him yesterday.
Yo, it's 6. It was a scrimmage game. Six quarters though. Right?
That's not even quarters. Quarters is 4.
It's 4 minutes into the quarter, first quarter. She like, why does Kyle look like that? Why is he moving like that? He don't
No,
want,
I
he don't-
said, no,
he
that's
don't
not
wanna
what I
play.
said.
Like,
I said that I want him to speed up his pace a little bit.
Yeah, no,
That was my
yeah,
words.
it was.
Okay,
Exactly.
thank
That
you.
was your words. Correct.
Yes.
What happened?
And I said, Kai is a guy who picks the pace up, and he's a boxer. He's trying the game out. He's feeling the game out. She's like, nah, that can't happen. All that can't happen.
And what I
bro.
said, I said you're gonna be feeling the game out there. You're gonna be down 20
That's
points.
what
happened though? What happened?
You did
What
you
happened
had
at
to
the
do.
end of the
You did
game?
what you had to do.
What?
But I do want to talk to you about pacing your game.
Picking it up
Just a little bit.
from tip off, just going.
Just going.
You know what I'm saying?
Going.
Whistle to whistle.
Crazy.
You know what I
And then I get mad at Mel because I'm like, why are you not telling him? What are you?
No, you gotta chill.
I'm over there, Pluto.
Gotta chill.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Their personalities are very similar.
I mean,
You could tell.
clearly,
Yes,
you know what I
very
mean?
so.
Like,
I'm the
witness.
crazy one. Yeah.
Is there, I mean, every mom has a favorite game that their son has played. Do you have a favorite that you remember? You know what I mean? Speaking as a hooper.
Yeah, I mean, what game was that when you had 40-something? That was recently. That was not too long
Yeah,
ago.
that was
Can't.
No.
nah.
EYBL?
Peace Jam.
Peace Jam.
Peach Jam. That was a big one. Every game I'm constantly seeing the improvement and seeing him just go after it, and it just makes me so proud. Sometimes I'm just in awe. Even the scrimmage yesterday, like his shot is just so fluid, and the way he shoots the ball, the way he holds the ball, and his mechanics, I'm still so impressed by it. Because I remember, watching him learn all of those things and
Right.
seeing it all come together. He posted a video today, and I'm just looking at his form, and I'm like, he has like the perfect form when it comes to shooting. It's crazy.
Hey, man, let me hype you up like your mom. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Was there any hesitation that came with him wanting to pursue basketball or him getting involved with basketball, being that, Melo played professionally and is one of them ones, as we
She
like to
had
say,
one rule, no football.
That was it? No, that was the only rule? That was the only rule?
I didn't want football. I mean, if he would have begged, okay, but I didn't want football. I was supportive. I just always told him from the beginning, like, you have to create your own lane. You're not trying to recreate what your dad did,
Right.
which also is funny because, Mel and I strategically made the decision not to name him Carmelo Anthony.
Right.
That was something we sat and really talked about because we said if you ever play basketball, just the extra pressure of being
Right.
named Carmelo Anthony. So a lot of people don't know, but his name is Cayenne Carmelo Anthony. So we flipped it. And Melo's name is Carmelo Cayenne Anthony. So we did a little twist there. But we did that on purpose so he can form his own lane and be his own person and do things his way. So I think that doesn't take all the pressure off, but a little bit of pressure off. But I just told him, you got to do your own thing. And even in this college decision, like, do what you feel is best. You don't just have to do everything that your dad did. You got to do what makes sense for you.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense, man. Parents, a lot of times, especially in these situations, when you have a junior, you know what I mean? Like there's so much weight that comes with that, you know what I mean? And it could hinder your growth, you know what I mean? You don't feel as free in your development of your game. Man, listen, watching him, like you said, watching him grow to where he is now and, choosing the college and obviously, beyond that, what is, moms always say, I just want my son to be happy. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, what is the, the ultimate goal, you know what I mean, for that you want for your son?
So I think, everyone talks so much about him as a basketball player and all his success as a basketball player, but I'm here to talk about him as a person. He's literally the most incredible human being that I know. He's my best friend. He's my everything. We hang out all the time. I love being with him. He's just a genuine person who's always like looking out for other people. He's so loyal. He always wants to help people. Like that's a lot of stuff that, people might not know or they don't see. So to me, ultimately, whatever happens in basketball, I want him to just continue to be a stand-up, amazing person because that's going to take him through life. He's not going to be playing basketball forever. So who you are will take you through life, and he's just an incredible person.
Listen, who you are will take you through life. We're going to take you through this break, and when we come back, the big decision is on the way. We will be right back. Listen, y'all, the NBA is back, and FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, wants you to catch all the action. Right now, FanDuel is giving everybody 3 months of NBA League Pass.
All you have to do is catch every tip-off and buzzer beater is place any $5 bet on the NBA to get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Courtesy of our guys, FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/7PM to make every moment more this season. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. With the fourth quarter of the year already here, it's not too late to finish the year off strong and achieve those fitness goals.
That's right. And Peloton can help you keep bringing in those wins. Peloton's advanced assortment of trainers and workouts provides a well-rounded experience for those looking for a challenge.
Peloton's programs are so detailed and wide-ranging that you can even get an NBA type of workout much similar to the challenging conditioning exercises I used to endure daily.
That's real. That's pro stuff right there. Peloton got a few seasoned marathoners with programs to help you get ready. Their custom strength workouts for the gym keep you on track to push your limits every time. But the beauty of all this, you don't have to do this alone. Peloton's a place to keep old rivalries alive and keep the competitive juices flowing. Compete up on the leaderboard to see who can get the largest output as part of the workout.
Find your push. Find your power with Peloton at onepeloton.com. With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price magically just skyrockets. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again.
That's right. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. What's your favorite nostalgic cell phone, B? The Sidekick, Nextel, the I-95.
Nextel, the Chirp.
The Chirp, the Chirp.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So say bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts.
You know what I mean? To get this new customer offer and your 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/7PM. That's mintmobile.com/7PM. $45 upfront payment required is equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on the first 3-month plan only. Speeds are slower above 40 gigs on the unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for more details. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, y'all. We back.
Yes.
Set the stage, man.
Set the
my heart is
stage.
beating
Yeah,
fast.
I'm over here like this.
I'm looking at my hands. I'm like,
No,
God, stay.
I think, you know,
Chucky.
there's a lot of excitement around kind of just Kai, his development. You know, I think people is falling in love with the process, seeing him, like he said, he felt like he wasn't as good, seeing people who was telling him that, going through that, people who didn't believe in him. And it's crazy that people don't believe in you from 9 to 14. Like when you think about it that way, it's like that's when I realized a lot of people was full of shit. Because how could you not care about somebody from 9 to 14? As a man, right? How can you say somebody's not good at 9, 10 years old? So I always kept myself outside of those type of conversations. But with that being said, now fast forward to people seeing him, his own personality, own show, on different networks, and he's just a fun, lovable kid. Now he's in a situation where shit is about to get real.
mm-hmm.
He got to make a life. I don't want to say life changing because it's not life or death, but he got to make a real decision as far as where he want to go to school, who you want to be associated with for the rest of your life, where you want to build a community at, your own community, who you want to play for, what teammates you want to play for. Like, this is not just a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year thing. Like, this is longevity. You're going to be a part of whatever the situation is that you decide, you'll be a part of that for life.
And leaving your mom and dad.
And listen, that's a fact though. Let me tell people, people think that we sit here and it's just like, oh, it's cool. And it's an amazing thing. But the fact that you are leaving home, you are going to be on your own. We spoke about this yesterday.
Talk about it.
You got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to clean your shit, your apartment, like all type. You driving.
Yes, and you need need to.
You know how to separate the laundry?
Right? It's responsibility.
No, you're messy. You need to get it.
Nah, that niggas still leave gummy bear wrappers all over the trails, all over the house.
Listen, bro, you just get one of them automatic trash cans that open up every time you walk past it, and you good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So with me saying that, I do want to set the stage for him because it's been a long journey and a long process.
Mm-hmm.
And from where he started to where he's at now, I think he deserves to talk about more so what his decision is that bring us to this moment on 7 p.m. So I just want to get him the stage, set the stage for him and let him talk. Again, me and Mom, we was backed out of it. We completely backed out of it in the sense of no pressure. There was no side conversations. It was listening to him, understanding what's going on as we gave him all the information and the intel. So with that being said, I'll let Cayenne speak on what his decision is.
Now, my sophomore year, like I told you, I started getting all of these offers and college coaches recruiting me and stuff like that. So it was hard, like just narrowing down. First, I cut it to 10 and then 6 and then 3 and now 2. So it was like a whole thing with like calling coaches, thanking them for recruiting me and stuff. And then obviously my parents helped me with that. But yeah, it was a lot. Like this past year, just talking to coaches every day, going on visits with people, having to tell coaches to their face, like, I'm not going there. Thank you for recruiting me. Yeah, it was just a lot. And then breaking down to the 3, which was Auburn, USC, and Syracuse, and then cutting it to 2, cutting out Auburn, even though they, a top 5 team in college. So just going through pros and cons of every school, and now finally cutting it to 2. So one got to go. Feel me? So between USC and Syracuse, yeah, I just want to thank like both of the coaching staffs for recruiting me and going on a visit to Syracuse and USC, which are
Both were.
Yeah, which are opposite sides of the country. One being in California, one being up here in New York. So just want to thank both of them for coming to all my practices, coming to all my games, and yeah. But at the end of the day, only one could stay. And with that being said, I'll be coming to Syracuse University.
Juice. You know what I'm saying? Yo, wow, listen. Mom and Dad, man, listen.
Hold on, niggas got hats and all that.
Yeah,
That's my hat. Oh,
yo.
chill.
Okay.
I don't know if I could fit this.
Let's go.
Draft.
Orange.
Come on,
He's coming.
let me
You
get
know what I'm
on,
saying?
Jan. Let me get on.
Juice.
My fault.
You got me stressing for a minute. You got me stressing. Ah. All right, now we can get to working.
Oh, baby.
Now we can get to working.
All right. Okay.
Wow, I can
All
breathe
right.
now.
Listen.
Shit.
I could breathe now.
I'm gonna come in first. You know what I'm saying?
We're
'Cause
the bartender.
I'm
know, right?
a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Shit.
gonna come in first. You know what I mean, Mom? How we feeling about this? You know what I mean? Like, what does the future look like? What is the feeling right now in this moment?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy because he's happy, and I think it's an incredible decision. They're an incredible school, and they really worked hard in recruiting and just making him feel like a priority. They were great, and I mean it's big shoes to fill, but at the same time, this is his moment and his lane, and it's time for him to create his own reality. So I'm excited. Plus, it's like a 5-hour drive, I think, but like a 45-minute flight, so I could get there really fast because I'm gonna be there. So that's
The 45-minute flight is nice. You know what I'm saying? You sit there, have a little
Nice.
little wine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then you
yeah,
land.
that'll be good.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Melo, man.
I was just, you ain't gotta ask me. I was just waiting for you to say this shit. Like I was, you know what I mean? It was just like time for him to no more flip-flopping. One day is this, one day is that. This situation, this visit. Visits is dangerous
Talk about it because you've been there.
in a great way though.
Right.
Because you go on these visits and they got to pull out all the stops. So everything looks good. Everything sounds good. So you can't go off of what's offered and you know what I mean? You got to really go off of people. So I'm glad that he decided to make this decision. Like I'm
Yeah. And I think it's
I'm happy.
important to say, like, Cayenne really made this decision. I mean, I'm sure everyone just assumes that Mel put the pressure on him or Mel told him he had to do this. Like, Mel just gave him input on all the schools. It wasn't more on Syracuse, less. He just gave input, and we stepped back and allowed him to make a decision and told him whatever he decided we would support. And contrary to what people probably think, there was zero pressure from his dad to go to Syracuse.
Yo, Kyle, let me tell you something.
It was almost pressure to say something. Like, yo, why you ain't saying nothing?
Why
Yo,
you
gotta
come on,
step
son?
in. You gotta-
Come on, you not one of our boosters? Come
I'm gonna
on,
tell you,
yo.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If like, I love being there on the visits as his dad, but it is a part of me that wish that I could have stayed back and just let him, because it's tough. It's a tough decision, and like for me to have to like be quiet, like knowing what is cooking over here, it's like,
Right.
it's tough. I know what's happening in Cuse. I'm a part of that. I know. I can't even tell him, yo, I'm going to Cuse. I'm going over here. I can't even tell him that. Because then that way, that's like swaying in a little bit.
How big is this moment for you? Because, like I said, it's the shoes are there to fill, but it's not Carmelo Anthony Jr. It's Cayenne Anthony.
Yeah, I love it.
Going in there.
I love it. First of all,
But having that legacy and him coming in.
for him to narrow it down from 10 schools, the process is very difficult, but it's very simple in a sense. Who's talking to you? What head coaches is calling you? Very simple. Who's showing up? Who's been there from day one? Right? So to go from 10 to 4 was super easy. Now you go from 4, now you start talking about real basketball now. Don't look at it now. Look at it in 2 years. Who's going to be there? You got to take the fact of transfer portal. You got to, who's going where and, conferences and travel and your game. Who fits your game? Who's going to help you develop to get to the next level, right? Who's going to support you when you're not doing well? So it's easy, to narrow it down when you start putting those in play. So now you get to 3. The third one surprised me, though. Auburn really surprised me because they came full force. And it's like, oh, shit, Auburn. Like, okay. Y'all serious? And they're like, yeah, we want them. And then you start seeing that process work, right? So it's like, now I got to give him information about the pros and cons of Auburn matched up with Cuse and USC. Now he's going on visits to USC and you step foot on that campus, you're like, holy shit. Like it's hard to say no to those situations. And to see him go through that, I've been through that. That's why I committed to every school that ever recruited me, because it was like, I'm coming. I'll be there. Yep.
California King?
Right.
Word, I'm in there.
So for him to come down to that decision where you talk about Syracuse and USC, you look at USC and what they are able to create and what Eric Musselman and his staff is doing and will do. I believe in Musselman doing that. He got a culture. He got NBA culture. He has an NBA offense. He coaches like his culture is NBA culture. When you walk in that practice and you walk in and you see him, the way that they move and the way he's trying to create. So that's hard to say no to. LA, good weather. You know what I mean? It's just hard. It's the land of the stars out there. Then you go to Little Syracuse, who's central New York, and it's something that your father has built and is still trying to build. So my message to him was, don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Because the guys that looked at me, that watched me, is not your fans. You have an opportunity to carve out a whole new fan base. My shit was 20 years ago. Them people that watch me is 35, 40 and over. You got new fan base. You got new energy. You got what you can do with that community and that university. It's some of the things that I couldn't do because I didn't have it figured out. I had to figure it out as I went. He's going into it with the shit figured out. So it's a whole nother fan base and community that he's building. And he's going to have to put his own pressure on himself. My pressure is not on him. My shit was 20 years ago. You think it's pressure on Clyde Frazier for winning? Not serious. You think it's pressure on Clyde for winning the championship in the 70s with the Knicks? Like, nah, it's no pressure. There's no comparison. It's like, that was then, this is now. So now you go do what you go do. You ain't playing in the Carrier Dome. It ain't called the Carrier Dome. You know what I mean? Like, this is new energy and new shit that's happening. So from that standpoint, being able to go to Cuse and understanding people that's going to believe in him, who understands the assignment, community that's going to trust him and be there for him when he's not doing well. I'm not saying he's going to do well every day. That shit is difficult.
Right. From the man himself, Kai, what was the part in the process where you said, all right, it's going to be Cuse? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, was it a staff member? Was it a facility thing? Was it a culture thing? Were you thinking into the future for your own, like, because nowadays it's brand development factors in all this. There's a lot of different things.
And it wasn't the bag. So, you know what I mean? Like, nowadays, I don't want to cut him off. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm like, we got to let him talk.
I apologize, but I have to answer things that he's not going to answer. You feel what I'm saying? Because these are all the questions that, or things that people are going to be saying. It wasn't a bag, right? Mm. It could be a bag because that's just the game that we have to play, right? So those aside different type of conversations, but this was a real, actual, genuine decision as far as understanding every aspect of what is there and what's happening and what could be. So now, sorry, go ahead.
I'm on a USC visit like last month. Mm-hmm. I almost committed like on the spot. Like I almost told the coach I was coming. Cause it's crazy. Like USC feel like a movie. Like when you're on campus, feel like movies, everything. It's girls, basketball. Feel me? The dorms is like a apartments. It's like lavish lifestyle. So
shit like the Bellagio out there for
sure.
Straight up.
That was different.
Great.
That was different.
I told him to get me one in there.
No, that was different.
So just going to that and then almost committing to USC on the spot. Then being like, nah, I really got to think it over. Looking at everybody that was going to USC next year, how they was the past few years. Coach Musk being a first-year coach over there. How many people he got to the NBA. So all of that, I was looking at all of that. And then just coming back, going to 2 with Syracuse, just looking at Syracuse and seeing like what could be done over there if I was to go over there. And they already have top people coming in who I'm close with, young coaching staff that I could connect to, close to home, 45-minute flight. They would have to be catching 6-hour flights to California every day. So just all of that, like, and then the ACC, you know, they play Duke, Carolina, they play all the good schools. So I feel like all of that plays a part into why, you know, I chose Syracuse.
We talk a lot on this show about like hunger, you know what I'm saying? And like how Melo's hunger and his desire to excel in basketball came from a place of like, yo, I gotta get out. You ain't gotta get out. You was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing good. You know what I mean? But you still play with that like hunger, that like, yeah, what's up? Where does that come from?
Just wanted to like make my own name really, cause like we was talking about earlier in my basketball career, it wasn't really nothing. Like everybody was just saying, you know, we don't know if he could do it. We don't know how good he's gonna be. And then just trying to prove everybody wrong. I feel like that's the hunger. And then seeing what comes with it, like, oh, it opens a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities, traveling, going places, NIL deals, a lot of money. So I feel like all of that plays a part. Just being able to prove everybody wrong, that goes from, oh, he's not that good to, oh, I'm a fan of him now. So I feel like all of that plays a part.
How many people you see now that are like, yeah, he wasn't, yeah. And I be like, you okay?
Oh, I got a list.
I knew he was gonna be nice. I told you. Yo, listen, man. Well, I seen him in the second grade. He picked it up. He said, he hit the Hesse Pool in the third grade. I seen it.
She got the bad Santa list.
You got it? You got the shit list. Start that in.
The bad Santa
We
list.
won't be doing any deals with you.
Let me tell you something.
You.
Mom always got the shit list. You know what I'm saying? So don't end up there. You know what I mean? And listen, this is, like I said, this is a family affair.
Yeah.
So this is the #1 segment in America on the #1 show in America with the #1 family in America, the Anthony family. We are here to do an Anthony family fuck with it or fuck out of here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The #1 segment in America, goddammit. First up, Kai recently made an appearance on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel. And she has some sound advice for the young homie. She said, you need to be careful because when you go to the league, even when you're in college, you need to be careful with these women. You had just mentioned girls
That's great
at
advice
USC.
coming from Angel.
Young brother, you know what I'm saying? You got the fluffy curl, dog. You got the sunglasses on inside. You cool. You know what I'm saying? The designer's on deck. You know what I mean? So the question is, fuck with it or fuck out of here. Angel Reese's advice to Kai ahead of college and hopefully the NBA. Do we think that's sound advice, Mom?
I think that's the best advice. I'm so glad she told him. I love her. She's like family and she's like a big sister. And I think it's good for him to hear it from somebody probably other than his mom.
So do you?
I fuck with it. Yes.
I fuck with it. It's necessary, especially from somebody like she's been in college and experienced in college, experience at the highest level on the women's side of things, right? Where her team is bigger than the men's side, right? So it's like she knows that she was in college. She knows what's going on.
Yeah.
She knows.
That's good. That's good. Big sis advice from me.
Yeah. I definitely fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's very good advice. As a father myself, I would give my kids the same advice.
You want to whisper to me what you want to say, Chan?
Fuck with it.
He said, fuck out of here. Dog, you crazy?
Censor.
I'm about to be him. You wildin'. All right, Kai, this was specifically for you. You know what I mean? You're always on your pops about his drip. You know what I mean? Let's take it back to draft day and rate his draft day fit.
I bet.
This is in the Hall of Fame, back.
You know what I'm saying?
This fit is in the
Buttons going
draft
crazy,
day Hall of
struggling.
Fame.
Buttons need
It made an AT&T commercial.
Bro, I thought you had a bulletproof vest on under that shit. Champ. That shit. You had the fake muscles under that shit.
I got shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads?
With a lemon shirt.
Had the open shoulder pads
A
under that
lemon
shit.
shirt, though. It's crazy.
He was playing
You
DB.
like that?
Now, y'all can say y'all fuck with it, though. It's
You know what I'm
cool.
saying? You fuck with it or fuck out of here.
You know what I mean?
Pops draft day attire.
Yeah, I feel like back then that was the wave.
But you think like something like that will come back? Because and Lock, too, you're very
It's
fashionable.
already
You know what I'm
back.
saying? Like, do you think something like that will come back? You know what I mean?
It's already
Cyclically?
back. You don't be seeing these runway shows and shit?
I think in a remixed way possibly, but not all the way.
Take
Not
your shoulder
all
pads
those
off.
buttons.
Nah, but it's
That
a
was
memorable
dirty.
outfit. Everyone knows that fit. Everyone knows that picture. So it's embedded.
I guarantee you if
What?
Tom Ford or one of them grabbed that suit and put their twist on that, niggas is buying. Do the same suit and put Tom Ford in there.
It's going crazy.
It's going crazy with the lemon shirt. It's going crazy.
With the leather shirt.
It's going crazy.
Yo, I fuck with it because off the strength of any picture that you take right now, if you look at it 20 years from now, you can be like, yo, what the fuck was I wearing?
Anybody. That's
I
good.
agree.
Anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
My son had a blue mohawk, B.
No, he didn't.
Who?
He didn't ever go blue.
Word,
Blue
I had a
Mohawk?
Blue
He
Mohawk.
had
Blue
blonde.
mohawk is wild.
You ain't have the blue mohawk?
No, he didn't want
You wanted blue.
It's quiet. It's quiet.
So no blue in the house, man.
No,
I mean, looking crazy. The nastiest jersey you put on.
Oh, that's tough.
How many visits I went on? 3?
You did Florida State, Q's, USC.
That's it.
Yeah, those are the 3.
Florida State was nasty. I ain't
Me in the jersey was nasty, or not the jersey?
You in the jersey.
Oh yeah, that was
That ain't
nasty.
look right.
Yeah, they put me in the blue gummy bear joint. The Florida State. What's the new color they got?
I don't know what color that is.
Was it like the fitted
It was
joint?
really her jersey.
Yeah, it was
How'd you
mad.
get
And
that?
they knew
small.
they knew I wasn't gonna put the jersey on, so they was kind of hesitant. Like, yo, would you put the jersey on? Boom, boom, boom. Like, all right, cool. And it was a medium.
Oh, no.
Oh, nah, that's crazy. That was a swimming shirt.
Yeah, it was a shirt that go underneath of the jersey.
Shout out to Florida State.
No,
They were
I do
great.
want to say
They
that though,
were
man.
awesome.
Big shout out to your point,
Yes.
to Florida
and to
State.
all the colleges that
Absolutely.
recruited him and all the coaches and the staff. I mean,
Facts.
everybody was so incredible.
Coach
They were
Han
so
was
great.
amazing.
First of all, you don't answer the phone, so you wasn't dealing with them the way I was, because nobody could get in touch with you.
But it was strategic,
I had
though.
to take all the phone calls.
It was
because he doesn't answer
strategic.
the phone.
It was strategic because, again, I didn't want to get heavily involved to where I'm telling these coaches, yo, boom, boom, boom,
That's
boom.
a great spin move out of that.
I'd rather
Yeah,
go.
so yeah,
that's a great.
that was good, right?
Y'all want to talk about something very specific. Talk to lie about it, right? Nah, I'm not.
I'm laughing because I'm the same way.
Because, again, we talking about having a list of 10 schools.
Right.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, let me know when you get down to 3, and let me know you get down to 4. Like, please,
So
not.
the point is, my phone was going
Yeah.
Going crazy.
But everybody was so respectful, and I'm just so grateful for people having so much interest in my son. Like, that meant so much to us. So we always, were gracious and handled it, and they were just all incredible. So to all the coaches, thank you for considering and having interest in Cayenne.
That's a fact.
Is there a number you got in mind, Kai?
I got 2, either 3 or 7.
Is there a reasoning behind, you know what I'm saying, either?
I wear 3 right now in high school, so I like 3. That's my favorite number. And then 7, my birthday on March 7th, he was 7. So yeah, 7.
And mom keeps saying, carve out your own lane. 15 is in the rafters. 7 is new.
7, yeah.
Box.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
go carve that 7 out over there, and now we can connect the dots. Like, now we can really make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Listen, finally, the college decision has been made. Fuck with it or fuck out of here. Carmelo
on the
Anthony
decision?
and Cayenne Anthony.
Bro.
Carmelo and Cayenne Anthony will be the best father-son collegiate duo ever. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with it or fuck out of here.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot.
See, he don't really know He don't really know the history of it. Like, as far as fathers, sons who played, but I don't think it was that many.
You already got, you know what I'm saying?
And
You already
not a
got
lot of
hustle?
people did what you did.
Luke Walton, Bill Walton, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. Punishing them.
That's
It's
it's
us.
It's old niggas, man. The Luke and Bill, man. Rest in peace to the goat, man.
Nah,
To the God,
rest in
man.
peace.
You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with it. I
Yeah,
think
fuck
that is
with
the duo.
Listen, I see the billboards already, man. Listen, I'm a media guy. You know what I'm saying? I see it happening.
Yeah, I would like to share and just say, like, I'm proud of you. I'm also proud of you for trusting in me and giving you that information and blueprint and following the blueprint, right? Doing it your way, but also staying on track. There was times where you wanted to question it because you wasn't as confident in yourself and what you was doing at that time. But once you understood it, and I told you, once you meet that curve, it's over. So for me, thank you for allowing me to give you that vision, because it could be difficult coming from somebody who did it at a high level for 20 years. I could be thinking way outside the box and you like, Dad, what the fuck are you talking about? But the fact that you never questioned that, thank you. So.
That's nice.
Appreciate it. Oh, love you too, man.
Are you pointing?
You better not
to
cry.
my turn? And I don't even cry.
She gonna cry in the car.
He'll tell you,
She
I
gonna
don't
cry
cry.
right
I'm
now.
not a person that cries like that, but it's emotional. I'm so proud of you. And I just want you to know that I'll always be here for you. And it's gonna be hard not having you in the house. I don't know how I'm gonna adjust to that, but I'm trying. I'm in therapy to work through that.
Shout to therapy,
I'm
y'all.
just
Shout
to
out. That's the
therapy.
horn. That's the horn.
Therapy. And I'm just so proud of you. You make me proud every day. And I just want you to know, me as your mom being proud of you is not based on you as a basketball player. It's based on you as a person. And just continue to be an amazing person and treat people well. And you're going to go far in life, whether it's in basketball or anything you put your mind to. Because you're just incredible. And I love you so much.
La, Mel, as two people that are very successful in your respective lanes, your crafts, how does it feel? Like you said, La, not only to raise a good person,
Yeah.
but a person who's successful at their craft and is on the right trajectory.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I mean, I remember my dad used to say, like, when people compliment your kids like manners and how they are, like that's the greatest feeling in the world. I didn't understand it until I had a son, but when people come up to me and just say, you know, what a great person he is and how kind he is and how giving he is, like that means more to me than any TV show I've been on, any award I've gotten, any accolade. Like just to know that, you know, what we did as parents, you know, made a difference and we formed and shaped this human right here. That's like the greatest honor to me. And I tell him all the time, but I'm just so grateful to be his mom. I don't know what I did to be so lucky. I have no idea.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to the greatest.
Yeah.
Cheers to the greatest gift.
Shout out to mom and dad, man. Shout out to mom and dad. And shout out to Cayenne. Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thank you, Kai, for coming through, for telling the world your decision here on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. But yo, tap in with us next Thursday. This is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, y'all. Lock in, baby. Let's go.
Peace. You know your mother do this though. You know what I'm saying? She's top of the top when it comes to this type of shit. Don't get that twisted. You know what I mean? She do this.
No cop.
She reading all screens. She know every
She's
camera.
like, where's my single?
She know what's happening. She know when it's a 4 shot, when it's a single. She know what's going on.